What's good, YouTube and Rumble? Let's save the formalities because I want to get straight into it because this is fucking wild. Damn it, I said I wasn't gonna curse. Alright, I got a 3 curse rule, but I want to eventually eliminate cursing altogether and probably only curse once a video. I'm gonna work on it. It's a work in progress. But let's get straight into it, shall we? How would you, can you, can you imagine what type of world it would be like if people just went on based on emotions instead of reasoning or logic, went on who was more popular or who had more influence instead of stating evidence and proof or anything like this? I honestly do feel like as though we're getting closer and closer to that type of world where the idiots are in charge. I had the misfortune of actually looking at a video recently of a group of people talking about what is her name? Megan the Stallion and some dude who got arrested, and apparently he was arrested unlawfully or whatever. I don't know the gist of the story, but I do know it was a group of people who were talking, and you had this political co-comment, this commie bro, as we call them, sitting there who had no business in even speaking about any of the subjects that he was talking about, and literally sit there and be completely wrong about what he was stating about saying about how if you plead the fifth, right, that protects you from anything and all things, and you could do it at any time, and etc., which is a blatant lie. And it's so weird to listen to a commie bro talk about the Constitution as though he understands it just because he believes he does, or because he probably Googles his answers from wherever that he gets them from. It's wild considering the fact that the person that he was talking to actually was a federal agent. It was strange as hell. Right? But this is the type of world, in correlation to this article, this is the type of world where we're living in, where you have people like the commie bro who can be completely wrong, be blatantly wrong, and people will just be like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We don't care. It's all about what we think is right. And in this case, check this craziness out. University of Idaho professor sues TikToker who accused her of killing 4 students. Now you are probably thinking, well, if who's the girl who, is this just a girl who knew something about the story about the killings that happened in Idaho? Maybe she knows something. Oh, I wish that was the case. So let's get into it. By Peter Eichen of Fox News. All right.
People just don't get it. Like, I've been against people, big and small corporations and giants and systemic policies and racism in one. They all regret coming against me. All of them. Now Rebecca is going to be added to that list of regretful people.
So you're probably wondering, what the heck is she talking about? Systematic racism and all of this other isms, and it's like, oh, we get it. She's crazy, right? Because anybody who starts off that way, talking about the reason why people regret this is because of systematic racism, she's basically doing what the left does all the time, just throwing anything that sticks to make it sound like as though she's decent. But okay, it's not fair. Let's try to understand the story a little bit better. A history professor at the University of Idaho is suing a cyber sleuth for defamation after the would-be detective accused her of involvement in the camping slayings last month. TikTok personality Ashley Guillard accused Rebecca Scofield, an associate professor and chair at the history department, of perpetuating the murders of 4 students at the University in Moscow, Idaho. The lawsuit filed Wednesday points to numerous videos posted to the platform that attempted to tie the teacher to the killings. Now, you are probably wondering what this is all about. So recently, there was some type of crazy-ass murder that happened where I believe 4 people died inside of a house and people are still trying to piece the parts together. And you have a TikToker being just sitting there trying to be their own, what was his name? Sherlock Holmes. And the thing that's so crazy about this entire thing is none of it's adding up. But let's continue. The statements made about Professor Scofield are false, plain and simple, Scofield's attorney Wendy J. Olson told Fox News Digital in a statement. What's even worse is that these untrue statements create safety issues for the professor and her family. I mean, and we can see why, because you have a lot of these brainwashed kids who they digest TikTok for hours and hours on end, right? And this is all they know. And so they get together and their fake reality, kind of like the commie bros fake reality, where you literally have people defending him for being wrong and acting like a man child, right? And it's so crazy because we live in two different realities, to the point it's like, why do we even engage with you people? We can't change your mind. You don't want to have a mind change, but you want to force everybody else to follow the way that you want to follow things. So why try it anymore? And in this case, the influencer, the TikTok influencer, or whatever the hell that they are, right? See, I'm not cursing, guys. I'm not cursing. Has all of this pull because they're like-minded, stupid individuals, and by the day, the numbers get larger and larger because you have more and more kids going on TikTok, getting their politics, getting their worldview, getting their complete identity rewritten by TikTok. They also further compound the trauma that the families of the victims are experiencing and undermine law enforcement efforts to find the people responsible in order to provide answers to the families and the public. The statement continued. Professor Scofield twice sent cease and desist letters to Miss Guillard, but Miss Guillard has continued to make false statements, knowing they are false. So the thing that's so crazy about this person, right, is that this is not the first time that they've done this on TikTok, apparently. Thus, this lawsuit became necessary to protect Professor Scofield's safety and her reputation. Guillard's posted a video Friday responding to the lawsuit saying, "I'm not stopping," and questioning why Scofield needed 3 lawyers to sue her if she's so innocent. Kaylee Gonglaves, Madison Mogan, Zaina Carnodle, and Ethan Chapin were stabbed to death inside a 3-story home between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. on November 3rd. The victims were found on the 2nd and 3rd floors, while 2 female roommates on the 1st floor slept through the attack. The lawsuit alleges that Guillard started posting on November 24th and directly blamed Scofield, stating that the professor had been involved in a relationship with one of the murdered students, Kaylee Gonglaves. Now, here's another thing that's so crazy about this. So this TikToker said that the reason why she did all of this, the reason why she killed 4 people straight up, was because she was in a LGBT relationship with Kaylee Gonglaves. And I know you're probably thinking, damn, that's crazy, right? Surely she has some type of evidence. I wish I could honestly tell you that was the case. On or about November 28th, Guillard posted 6 TikTok videos to her account in which she falsely stated that Professor Scofield, the chair of the history department, was responsible for the 4 students' deaths, the lawsuit said. 2 of the TikToks directly and falsely state that Professor Scofield ordered the execution of 4 students. 3 of the TikToks either falsely implied or directly stated that Professor Scofield had been involved in a relationship with one of the murdered students. Scofield started working at the university in 2016 and took the position of department chair in 2021, according to Idaho Statesman. In the lawsuit, it states that Scofield was in Portland visiting friends at the time of the killings and never taught or met any of the victims. So, now we're getting to a point in the story where it's like, okay, either this TikToker knows something or they deserve to be put behind bars. And I don't know how long somebody can go behind bars for something like this, but honestly, and this may seem kind of cruel, this person's entire life should be ruined, just like how they're trying to ruin this professor's life. I'm talking about this TikToker, only revenue, any type of recognition should be through TikTok. That's it. I honestly do wish that there was a way to like mark people for doing something stupid so that mark always stays with them forever. So people can see this and be like, ah, yes, you are the idiot that said water is wet. Have a nice day. Here, take your resume. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Like, just, and yes, water is wet, I believe. But you get what I'm saying. Just stupid things. Just, yeah, we don't got time for this. Oh, but people change. Nah, hell no. No. She fears for her life and for the lives of her family members, the complaint states. She has incurred costs, including costs to install a security system and security cameras at her residence. She fears that Guillard's false statement may motivate someone to cause harm to her or family members. And this is absolutely true. This is not something to sound like a victim. You have a lot of stupid people out there who will look at something like TikTok. Like I said, they get their politics, they get their entire identity from TikTok. They listen to TikTok for hours on hours each day. Right? And then what ends up happening, they start believing this type of craziness. Because they're not that bright. They're not bright. There's most people who go on TikTok, first and foremost, a Chinese propaganda app, are not very intelligent individuals. Like I said, I've never been on TikTok. Not directly. If I've ever been on TikTok, it was never under account. It was never under anything like that. I go there and look at sluts. I admit it. It's the truth. I go there and look at young, dumb sluts. That's it. That is all TikTok is good for. That for me, that's it. Oh, you want to see a young girl who's stupid, who got the youth, got the spring of youth in her step? Sure, go ahead. That's all that is. It's for entertainment. That's it. But you literally have people who are getting their entire worldview straight through TikTok. And it's dangerous. Moscow police have yet to name a suspect and had to dedicate time to helping control the rampant rumors and theories that have circulated due to the murders. The police have even included a section in regular press releases called Rumor Control, aimed at squashing rumors about the murders, victims, and possible perpetrators that spread online. Officials have warned that law enforcement officers have been monitoring rumors on social media and noted in a December 9th press release that anyone engaging in threats or harassments, whether in person, online, or otherwise, need to understand that they could be subjecting themselves to criminal charges. Now, let's look into this person's TikTok. And of course, again, I don't have a TikTok. You won't catch me dead with a TikTok. But let's look into this a little bit, shall we?
People just don't get it. Like, I've been against people, big and small corporations and giants and systemic policy.
Listen to how she's talking. This is something that's not new to her. And then she immediately talks about systematic racism and injustice. What the fuck are... Damn it, I cursed. What are you on about? This person's crazy. But this is the way it always is. Oh, you hating on me. Whenever somebody who's tribalistic or narrow-minded, whenever you call them out on their bullshit, the first thing that they do, you're racist or you hating on me. You're jealous. It's always this way.
Don't get it. Like, I've been against people, big and small corporations and giants and systemic policies and racism and won. They all regret coming against me. All of them. Now,
who are they? Name them. You would have named them if you had them under your belt. So this is bullshit. This is, as the kids say, cap. I guess I used the word correctly.
Rebecca is going to be added to that list of regretful people.
This stupid person, Jessica Hurts. Get him, girl! Mick Francis says the filing of the lawsuit is over in the news. KD says, doesn't mean a thing. This is the first time in the news. This is the first time the news has lied or a baseless lawsuit has been filed. Edif says, except it's not a baseless lawsuit. Sarah Ann says, I knew she was going to sue you. Brenda says, as she should too. MAR says, what if she right though? Potbelly Station, good afternoon, Your Honor. We appreciate your service. Have a good day. Ashley scams Ashley's. Maddie says, so I have a genuine question. For a long time, you said you knew she was guilty because she didn't sue you. So now that she has... Ashley Souls Mystery says, that's not what I said. Try again. Sandy replies, it seemed like a nice, genuine question. If they misunderstood, why not try to explain what you meant? Why so hostile? 109 likes. Ashley solves mysteries. I don't answer to you. Carson's, yikes. Stylish planner, that's not what she said. Rewatch. Mars replied to Skylish with, that's exactly what you said. Now you're trying to change the story. Ashley, she's just accusing people whenever she wants clout, not realizing she's literally hurting grieving families and Andrews that got hurt in the event, I'm guessing. Worst possible way. It's so sad. Oh, I'm sorry that they got hurt in the worst possible way. It's so sad she can't even explain herself. That's also how we know she just fully needs therapy and help. Megan, and that's why she's being sued. The creepy hooker, Jesus. The creepy hooker. I'm new. I just have a question. Have you been researching and stuff like online and doing deep dives into all the infos and rumors, or do you primarily rely on your readings? Ah, yes. See, I didn't want to say it too early and spoil it for you guys. So, when you're asking, how is she figuring out all of this stuff? How is she piecing all of this stuff together? She's doing card readings. Card readings. She's doing card reading. What is card readings? Do you remember back in the day when we had Miss Cleo calling me now for your free reading, and then you found out that she wasn't even Jamaican, and she was the psychic. She was a famous psychic, and no one found out she wasn't even authentic. Not only that, but she wasn't even a psychic. I don't even know if psychics. I doubt psychics are real. But do you see what I'm getting at here? That's how she's piecing all of this together. Like I said, I'm new to your page. I live close to where this happened in Idaho. So naturally, I'm fascinated and wanting the killer caught for these poor families. I wish I had more time to research all the rumors and stuff that's coming out. It's heartbreaking what happened to those poor kids. Kimberly, I'm guessing she's getting all this info from the cards. The cards. Brenda says she goes off her readings only. But there are other videos. And I mean, we can go through a few of them, I guess. Let's go down.
The reason why they're having a hard time making an arrest and making progress in the case.
Are those the freaking? Are those the? Are those the cards? Those are the cards. Those are the cards. Those are the cards. See, this is why. See, this is why I don't like religious people. I don't like zealots because they fall into believing things like this. And I know you'll sit there, oh, well, God is not a psychic reading. And I don't, me, myself, right? And I know that this is going to catch some flack from religious types who probably look at the, well, no, because my channel's nuked, right? Like, so all of those religious people that used to follow my channel, I'm pretty sure they're gone, right? I said it time and time again. I only believe in what I can see and what's true, reality. That's it. That's it. I don't believe, I'm not religious. I don't knock people who are religious, but I'm very wary of religious people. I don't look at I look at religious people the same way I look at the left, right? In my eyes, at the end of the day, you're all nut jobs to me. That's just the truth. So she's making all of these accusations by playing cards.
Making an arrest and making progress in the case of the 4 University of Idaho students that were murdered is because they have the wrong team. They need a new team, or they just need to release the people that's holding them back.
Bro, I can't make this up. This is wild. This is wild.
Sorry, I had to get some rest, and I had to work on another incident / case or crime that's going on that needs immediate handling. But tonight, more videos to come. So I was getting the message that Rebecca Scofield and Jack the Pool was planning another attack on someone. And so it did seem like, I'm like, are they trying to attack me? Was the question. And I think it was a plan to hurt me because I had a dream and it was them two speaking and they were like, she was like, we're going to have to kill her. But of course, I'm not worried about anything like that because stay ready, you don't have to get ready. But here's my issue. The cards depicted the person that they were going towards.
Yo, the cards. Oh man. Oh man.
So anyway, Rebecca Scofield and Jack DeCour comes together and she talks about me and how I'm a problem that needs to be solved. She asks him to solve the problem of me and my insights and putting it on social media and getting her caught. She was really upset about the part where I said her marriage is for convenience and she didn't want no marital problems, so she wanted to get rid of me, saying that what he's going through or what I'm doing is temporary. She's going to get rid of the problem. And she paid him for his previous work for the murder of the 4 University of Idaho students, some type of financial compensation. He then takes that and instead of springing into action to get towards me, he pauses a little bit. He suspends action and he starts to reflect on those around him and spend time with his family and friends and enjoy what he has. And during that enjoyment period and during that time of no action, that's when he's going to be arrested out of the blue. So
Again, this is wild to me. I'm just looking at the comments. Because that's the problem, right? Is that all of the crazies that before the internet was a thing would be on the outskirts of the village. Very rarely did a crazy find another crazy, right? But because of the internet, all the crazies have a way to find each other. You are spot on, girl.
also, have y'all noticed that I haven't been sued? So that's why some demand letters you take serious, especially if you really did do something wrong. But the ones that are used as a scare tactic, also, have y'all noticed that I haven't been sued? So that's why some demand letters you take serious, especially if you really did do something wrong. But the ones that are used as a scare tactic, also, have y'all noticed that I haven't been sued? So that's why some demand letters you take serious, especially if you really did do something wrong. But the ones that are used as a scare tactic, also, have y'all noticed that I haven't been sued? So that's why some demand letters you take serious, especially if you really did do something. I need to do a reading immediately regarding the culture at the university and also Moscow, however you say it, Idaho. Because it's a lot of witnesses, but they aren't saying anything. The roommates. Now, Adam, of course, Jack, DeCour, and Rebecca aren't going to say anything. But why? I need to do a reading immediately regarding the culture at the university and also Moscow, however you say it, Idaho. Because it's a lot of witnesses, but they aren't saying anything. The roommates. Now, Adam, of course, Jack, DeCour, and Rebecca aren't going to say anything. But why? I need to do a reading immediately regarding the culture at the university and also Moscow, however you say it, Idaho. Because it's a lot of witnesses, but they aren't saying anything. The roommates. Now, Adam, of course, Jack, DeCour, and Rebecca aren't going to say anything. But why? I need to do a reading immediately regarding the culture at the university and also Moscow, however you say it, Idaho.
My man just said doing an in-depth look into the murders but can't even pronounce the town's name correctly. Get real. Just speculators, garbage head. See, the problem is for every 1 or 2 good, like common, reasonable comments, there's like 8 dick riding comments or click riding comments, right? Yes, you're so smart. Yes, queen. Yes, spill the tea. Yes. Like just disgusting low IQ individuals. What'd that say?
Immediately regarding
Hold
the
on.
culture at the university and also.
What was that? I saw something just before. You haven't even taken the time to learn the pronunciation of Moscow. Definitely BS. And yes, it matters. Those white folks don't care about solving this crime. You should not care either. Let them figure it out. His name is The Good. There's nothing good about a racist. Oh.
So I asked why the witnesses weren't speaking up about what happened, and I guess this is obvious, but obviously they're afraid of consequences for their actions. Many of them are just trying to determine if it's worth the risk, and some of them are just trying not to tell any rumors and only focused on what they believe are the facts. For For example, the information Adam received from Kaylee and Maddie, he's not going to report that because he portrays that as a rumor and not actual fact that he can prove. Also, a lot of them are very emotional, not just him, but others who are witnesses, potentially the roommates, are very emotional, worried about how they would be perceived, trying to complete their studies and really just want to go home with their families for break or whatever and complete this semester so that they can feel cozy and safe and warm. And others are just developing an alibi and sticking together.
Man. Rumors won't win you a lawsuit, and neither will hearsay, so you better have hard evidence. The thing is, what can you get from this person? Because they probably don't got no money. Yes, they have a nice place that they live at. Right? But what? Jail time? I guess. How many years are we talking now? How many years are we talking? Because again, this person, Ashley is in the book of life. What the? Whoa! Get the, no!
Why the witnesses weren't.
Fuck out of here. Hold up. Hold up. I know I didn't see that right. Oh, I thought that shit said 107 million followers. I was about to say, yo, we're lost, bro. So again, right? You have a 107,000 followers. How can you have that many followers and be a blatant, repulsive liar like that? There's no, this should not be a thing. This should not be a thing for no one. Majority of people should see this and be like, yeah, I don't got time for this shit. But this is the culture. This is the whole thing of TikTok, of Twitter, of things like this, is that they're breeding grounds for stupid people. But again, this is the world we live in, where you can have people who have no skin in the game, know nothing, don't know nothing, stupid as hell, say something, double down on it, and you will have people just following it. And it's crazy. But let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that she's maybe right? Listen, let's say crazy chance. Let's say crazy chance Ashley's right. Right? Crazy chance Ashley's right. Right? That would be pretty crazy, right? But let's say the more obvious, let's say she's wrong. Let's say she's dead wrong. Let's say 100% everything that she's doing is wrong. What do you think that the next step should be? Because I doubt that she has millions for, or whatever, for defamation or the causes and damages that it's doing to the professor. So what's the next step? How long do you think that she should go to jail for? Do you think that we should probably do a reverse social credit score where you get a dot next to your name whenever you get searched up on anything, job inquiries, going to an amusement park, seeing if you can get on a ride, and just be like, I can't let you on this ride. You're the right height, but you stupid. Like, what do you think should be done? Let me know in the comments, and I will catch you next time.